Hi, this is Paul Slackus, Good News Planet. I'm here with Erica Dunn. Hello, Erica. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
So here is the Consulate of Hungary, and actually behind you is some video for the revolution, the freedom fighters for Hungary, and 1956, 60th anniversary. And someone mentioned to you, my friend Keith over here, said that you were one of the people involved with that. Is that so?
Well, I wasn't involved, I just escaped that time. I wasn't participating in the revolution. I just was watching it on Andrássy út, this is like Fifth Avenue, as the tanks were coming in, and then I decided, the Russian tanks, and this is when I decided I have to leave.
So, they mentioned that like 200,000 people left, 40,000 came to America. Are you one of those 40,000?
Yes.
Now, you were a little baby.
I wasn't even born.
The Hungarian has a very good sense of humor. So, when you came here, you came with the family?
No, I came with, that time, my fiancé, but I didn't marry him subsequently, and my neighbor, boy, two fellows, two boys, and I.
Wow. So tell me, how do you feel about the whole experience? What were some of the things that you'll never forget for the rest of your life?
Well, the actual physical aspect of crossing the border, it was torturous, or I can't even understand that I was able to do it at this point in my life, that it was very difficult. It was a cornfield, and the corn stubs were high and going through, and the rockets were coming up to light up the area because they didn't want to have people to cross the border. And we were hiding behind the wheat, I don't even know what is the the English name. And we were hiding. And it was difficult. If I wasn't with the two boys, I probably couldn't have made it because they pulled me through the border, and we arrived to Lutzmannsdorf in Austria. And the Austrians were waiting for us, and they were very nice. But there was a peasant who, in Hungary, when we got off from the train, he was there and he directed us to his home because it was already dark. We slept in his modest home, and I had a little ruby ring with diamonds that my grandmother gave me, and I gave it to him before we left as a thank you. And he was very upset about the Russians coming in, and this is why he was trying to help us to cross the border, and he was showing us how to cross, because it was a big field, and you never can tell when you cross, when you are in Austria and when you are still in Hungary. So,
what is the fear? Did you have that in you, the fear of death? Do you recollect? No, you didn't?
No, I just was thinking about crossing the border, and that was the aim, and it was so difficult that I couldn't think about the emotional part. The physical part was so difficult that emotionally I don't remember being fearful.
I'll give it back.
Okay.
My question is the following. Our company is very involved with peace, world peace, with peace, with the subject of peace and what people consider is peace for them. So, Ms. Dunn, I want to ask you, what does peace mean to you?
Everything.
Peace.
Peace means everything for me, because a hectic life where there is no peace and fear, like my father was arrested by the communists, and I couldn't get into the university because I wasn't a peasant's daughter, because they thought that I was rich, my background was rich, and only the working class people were allowed, unless you had some kind of a in to the university to get in. And it was very difficult, completely restrained and completely locked away. I felt like I was in a prison, even though I didn't know the Western world that time. but I felt that I cannot breathe.
One last question. So we're here at the Consulate.
Yes.
I mean, this is 60 years later, and we just had a whole exhibit. They're going to do something very special on the Manhattan Bridge to commemorate this anniversary date. How do you feel today?
Oh, very happy and free. I was just in Budapest 2 weeks ago, and it's completely different. If it was like then, the way it is now, peaceful, clean, and pretty, I would have never left. But I'm glad I did.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing.
Not at all.
Christina.
Please.
Because we were talking about the names and numbers, but you just added one other last point.
Yes, not planned but coincidental that I arrived to the free world on my birthday, 11/26, November 26,
That's unbelievable.
1956.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Not at all.